Right, so the richest man on the planet has decided that Britain is now his personal political playground. And honestly, I'm not sure what's more unhinged, Elon Musk's Twitter feed or the fact that we're all just watching this billionaire meltdown in real time like it's a particularly chaotic episode of EastEnders. Welcome back to Brit Article, where we dissect British politics so you don't have to lose your sanity doing it yourself. Today, we're diving into the absolutely wild saga of Elon Musk versus Keir Starmer. And trust me, this one's got everything. Accusations of tyranny, demands for liberation, and enough misinformation to make your nan's Facebook feed look like a peer-reviewed journal. If you're not already subscribed, smash that button and hit the bell icon because British politics just got a billionaire-sized headache and you're not going to want to miss what happens next. So here's the situation. Elon Musk, the man who bought Twitter, renamed it X and apparently decided that wasn't enough chaos for one lifetime, has now set his sights on British democracy. And when I say set his sights, I mean he's gone absolutely nuclear. We're talking daily posts, polls to his 210 million followers asking if America should liberate Britain from our tyrannical government, and tweets demanding that our Prime Minister be thrown in prison. Yes, you heard that right. The bloke who makes electric cars and occasionally launches rockets now thinks he's got the credentials to overthrow a democratically elected government. Make it make sense. But here's where it gets properly mental. This isn't just some random billionaire having a public tantrum. Musk's actually influencing the conversation. British conservative politicians, you know, the ones who should theoretically be defending British sovereignty, have started echoing his talking points. It's like watching your ex's new partner rearrange your furniture, except the furniture is our entire political system and the ex is the Tory party. Let's rewind a bit. Labour won the election last summer, and since then Musk has become absolutely obsessed with British politics. He's been amplifying hashtags like two-tier Keir, which is shorthand for this completely unsubstantiated conspiracy theory that Britain has two-tier policing, supposedly being harsher on far-right protesters than on pro-Palestinian or Black Lives Matter demonstrators. During the summer riots, when anti-immigrant violence kicked off across the country, Musk decided to be helpful by tweeting that civil war is inevitable. Cheers for that, Elon. Really calming stuff. Exactly what a volatile situation needed, a billionaire with a god complex throwing petrol on the fire from his mansion in California. Now, more recently, Musk's laser-focused on something genuinely serious: child sexual abuse cases in Northern England. These grooming gang scandals absolutely rocked communities, with groups of men, largely from Pakistani backgrounds, convicted of horrific crimes against dozens of girls. It's devastating, it's real, and it deserves serious attention. But here's the thing, Musk isn't offering solutions. He's weaponizing tragedy for political point-scoring. He's demanding a new public inquiry, conveniently ignoring that there was already a massive 7-year inquiry under the previous Conservative government that made 20 recommendations back in 2022. Most of those recommendations still not implemented. But sure, let's all listen to the billionaire who's never prosecuted a case in his life tell us how to run our justice system.
And then, because apparently we haven't reached peak absurdity yet, Musk decides to personally attack Keir Starmer, accusing him of failing to prosecute these cases when he was Director of Public Prosecutions between 2008 and 2013. Starmer, who literally reopened closed cases and transformed how child sexual exploitation was prosecuted in this country. The man who changed the entire prosecution approach. But facts? Who needs those when you've got 200 million followers and a persecution complex the size of Texas? Oh, but wait, it gets worse. Musk then goes after Jess Phillips, a government minister working on violence against women and girls, calls her a rape genocide apologist, and says she deserves prison. Let that sink in. A woman whose entire job is protecting vulnerable people gets labeled a rape apologist by a man who's never met her, doesn't understand her work, and seems to think Twitter is a substitute for actual expertise. So finally, Starmer responds, standing in a hospital because even during billionaire-induced political chaos, the Prime Minister's got actual work to do. He condemns the lies and misinformation undermining British democracy. He doesn't just go after Musk, though. He calls out the British Conservative politicians who've been parroting these claims, essentially asking, have you lot forgotten you're supposed to be British politicians, not Elon Musk's backing singers? Here's what's genuinely concerning beyond the circus of it all. We're watching a foreign billionaire with zero accountability attempt to destabilize a democratic government using a platform he owns. It's like if Rupert Murdoch and a particularly aggressive group chat had a baby and gave it unlimited reach. Musk's not just sharing opinions, he's creating an alternate reality where facts don't matter, where serious issues get reduced to hashtags, and where political discourse becomes a game show hosted by someone who thinks buying influence is the same as earning credibility. The real question isn't whether Musk will stop, spoiler alert, he won't. It's whether we as a country are going to let billionaire tantrums set our political agenda. Are we going to let misinformation spread unchecked? Are we going to allow serious issues like child protection to be hijacked for political theatre? Because right now it feels like we're living in a dystopian novel where the villain isn't even subtle about it anymore. So that's where we're at, folks. Britain versus billionaire, dawn of just utter madness. If you enjoyed this dive into the chaos, absolutely smash that like button. Share this video with anyone who needs to understand why their Twitter feed's been particularly unhinged lately. And subscribe for more breakdowns of British politics.